Honestly.
Fucking spider, bro. Hey guys, welcome back to the Under Sevens podcast. This week it's episode 10, the camping episode. We love it.
Under Sevens podcast.
Well, I mean, we're gonna have to run with it now, aren't we?
That doesn't get old. That making fun of me.
We're here with Tommy.
Sorry.
Tommy for his second appearance.
Yeah, good
Goose,
enough performance.
first appearance.
Hi.
Hi, all the loyal listeners. Will you be watching this back,
fans.
Goose? Make sure this mic is like always close.
Don't know. I haven't decided yet because I might be disgustingly ugly on camera.
You are disgustingly ugly. I already checked
as
it
in
out.
real
Yeah,
life.
it's real hard to
I don't know
watch
if I
yourself
can-
as like a very vain person. So I kept leaning back and like my head would look weird. I was like, it's hard to watch, mate, when you got such. But once you get through that,
What you get? Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
it's good,
fair.
mate. You'll be showing off to everyone.
you're all on your first episode. I mean, you've done your first episode. This is your
Seasoned,
first
mate.
episode.
I'll be overtaking
Mate,
Calvin soon
Cast
at this
virgin.
point.
You can be recurring. Tommy's the most, as I wrote in my blog post, naturally charismatic. That's what I described him as.
But then it was clarified that was the opposite day.
Opposite day blog post, yeah.
And you also
Which-
clarified, you said Tom's episode got more views, but that's just because his family watched.
Yeah, well, it makes sense. What, do you think people are avidly
Put a little bit of respect.
avidly looking for Tom Bill Shanks
A
content?
little bit of respect on the name, please. I think your viewers that have been dwindling recently are like, shit, Tom's here.
Finally.
It's stepped up a notch.
So I wasn't trying to. I'm just looking so I know how long
Sorry,
about an
mate.
hour is. Just
that little.
fucking hell,
Moving on.
Jesus Christ, mate. Let's move her along. Moving her along. So it's a camping episode this week, so we'll be talking a lot about camping because we've been camping once before together. We do it annually, little boys trip.
It's the second time annually.
To celebrate Goose's birthday. So happy birthday, I guess.
Thank you.
Guys,
Thanks,
in the comments, put happy birthday, Goose. He was constantly searching for others' validation, so he needs that. First, though, we went to Goulburn. We got Subway. Bit of a staple of this podcast. We already know Tom's, or don't really know Tom's go-to Subway order because he doesn't really have one. But Goose, when you went, because you haven't been in ages, have you?
I haven't. Yeah, it's my first in a while. Last time I went would have been 2018, and I didn't even order. It was my German friend because I was in Germany, because I lived in Germany
Oh, okay, mate.
10 months.
What do they
Yeah.
call capsicums in Germany?
Can't remember, but it's not capsicum.
Capsicums. No, that's not a good German accent.
Oh, it's pepperoni. They say pepperoni for capsicum. I'm pretty
They
sure.
definitely
Fact
don't
check
say
that. They do.
pepperoni for a
No,
fucking
because
capsicum.
I asked for a pepperoni
Oh,
pizza.
pepperoni pizza, and they
And
just get
It's
you
capsicum. Are you
That's
joking?
bullshit. That's
I'm not
fucking
even
bullshit.
joking.
That's a
That's
piss.
You
actually-
mean pepper? They call it
Pepper.
peppers in a lot of the world.
Yeah, they say pepperoni in
They
German.
don't say
So you've been
pepperoni.
They do.
9 cent.
I'm willing to bet
Down the
any money
bottom,
in the
there'll be a
world.
little banner popping up.
No, they won't.
You'll see down the bottom, there'll be a little fact check.
Little
And-
COVID-19 false. So what is your go-to Subway? I mean, what did you get, I guess, because you haven't
I
been in so
got-
long. Don't put it, like, on your face.
I
The
got
microphone not on your face, they won't hear you.
the
It goes at the top.
chicken teriyaki. I got the Italian herbs and spices.
Wasn't that Matt's order?
No, wait, did you get chicken teriyaki? No, Mac is chicken schnitzel.
First part was you said, "What's on the Italian herbs and cheese?" And now we said it's got some herbs and cheese on it.
Just on the top,
I was
mate.
gonna clear that up for you.
Yeah, he hasn't been in a while. Give him a
Yeah,
break.
What did I get? I got
Keep going.
some teriyaki, and then for salads, I got onions. He was a little bit light on the onions, bit less than I would have
They
preferred.
were like a little bit of a mess there. Not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
they were
I think he was a manager.
cracking
Too
under the
much.
pressure.
But
I think
he
it was
didn't know
like-
what he's doing. I asked for like 4 vegetables, and he just gave me like his like chef selection. He just completely
Yeah, he was doing it
ignored
in
what I
random
said.
order as
He
well.
just grabbed random shit. I don't think I think they were understaffed, and he just jumped in out.
I think he's trying to save money
He was
as well.
getting salty when Malby got his stupid tuna order again. It's looking raking up as is. They put like half a bloody ridiculous amount of
They're
tuna.
meant to put 2 ice cream scoops of tuna, but she put 2 on each 6-inch, so
Put
4
4.
in total.
It's absurd amount. And
Excellent
the
for me.
boss was getting a
Excellent
bit
for
salty
you.
about.
Yeah, he
Go
was.
ahead.
Do not do
He
this.
was
Shut the fuck
fuming.
up. Tuna, no more tuna, no more.
Can I just add, by the way, you've clearly set up this podcast for 2 people. You
No.
got 2 mics, 2 desk chairs. I'm sitting here on a fucking
Yeah,
desk
Tom's-
using a phone.
Yeah, sorry, mate. This
It's-
was meant to be the Goose camping episode, but oh yeah, Tom. I
Last
guess he has to
minute,
do it
just
too.
do it,
He's
mate.
coming.
We're
You
obliged.
forgot I was here and just, yeah. But
Anyway, the whole Subway experience, I don't know if I really will feel any intense desire to go back.
Yeah.
If I find myself in a Subway, I won't be mad, but, you know. It's fine, I
It's
suppose. Teriyaki with onion and lettuce and something else. It was okay.
And what sauce you get?
The honey mustard.
Honey mustard.
There was too much choice. I could have gone any, but
I think that might be the most... See, I think it's important to distinguish not the best Subway order, but the most easily accessible. Like, I think the most people agree with that.
With what?
With his Subway order out of everyone we've had on.
Just an
Like,
agreeable guy.
Obviously,
that was
mine's
such
the
a weird
best.
question. I was watching last week's episode.
Yeah.
And like to Matt, which one do you reckon's the best order? And he's like, probably mine.
No, I meant
and you're
more
like, no, which
accessible.
one's the most... How are you meant to judge what's the most accessible?
Well, I think that
everyone
Probably
likes chicken.
ham and cheese.
it's a basic bitch stuff.
No one... Tuna's too, like... Surely that's two.
Yeah, no, I know that, but it's still the best order.
You've provoked conversation, mate. You've done your job.
We got kangaroos in the background. Kind of good vibes. Guys, if kangaroos jump in the background, my apologies.
It's another
Don't
day.
panic. It's all
Another
part
day
of
out
the
at
show.
home.
I also don't think you can see the 10.
No, you definitely can't.
A shame. A shame
Yeah.
because it's so
There's a 10
brilliantly
right there.
constructed.
It's huge, palatial, 3 stories tall.
Yeah. Set it up with our bare hands because we're manly men.
Built from the earth. It's actually hewn from the very Wombian marble.
Jeez, mate, he's a good talker. Fucking, glad we were on earlier, mate. You used some amazing
Well, he puts all
words.
this much evidence describing the tent, and you asked about his Subway order. He's like, oh,
Fucking
fucking,
chicken.
yeah, chicken and onion on Italian pepper bread.
Don't mind that. So last year we went camping to a place called Bungonia.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there once before. How many times have you been there before?
0 times.
0 times. Yourself, Tommy?
Never been.
Tom doesn't go camping very often. He usually just goes to 5-star penthouse hotels on trips to Dubai. The silver spoon life must be nice, mate. When Goose and I family wanted to go out, we'd go camping because that's all we could afford, mate.
To your right.
You don't get to go to friggin' Singapore.
Yeah, I was trying to think before.
Do you camp often?
No.
No. Yeah, run me up.
Different reason. I just don't like it that much.
Don't like it. Have you been camping
It's
before?
alright. Yeah.
Any
Not for like ages ago. I don't
any
really have any
memories?
Like, wild camp. I was trying to think of what I'd do camping. I couldn't even remember what we did in Bungonia at all.
Well,
I'm sure it's all great
I'm sure I'll
side.
fill you
It'll all
in.
come back to me when you guys talk about it, I'm sure. But yeah, I don't think we have many stories.
But like with your
Camping.
family, do you have any camping
I used to
traditions?
camp in my backyard. And that always slapped.
I've done
'cause-
that.
Yeah, I used to do that for birthday parties and stuff because you can just bail, which is like that's the main thing you want at camping, an option to just stop camping at any moment. Like if it started raining out, like okay, let's just go inside then.
Speaking of raining and
This is
camping,
done.
That actually, yeah, I was gonna
throw back to last year.
Yeah, so last year we went for a walk on one of Bungonia's famous walks, and Tom said, "Oh, let's air out the tent."
Oh shit! Did I do this again?
Again, it's honest. Well, there's some camp. I was going to say the camping episode. We can talk about school camps.
Yeah. Don't remember doing that.
Yeah. So he opened it all up, didn't he, Goose? And
Open all the
obviously-
windows.
Obviously, it
Or
fucking
the
rained.
fly was off.
Obviously, it
The
rained.
windows were open. Obviously, it rained, which we knew it was going to rain.
Yeah, because it was overcast.
forecast.
Well, then that's
to
as
rain.
much on you guys as on me. If
No,
you
we
knew it was
trusted
going to rain, don't let me open
Goosey
all
he wasn't in the state to.
Don't let me open all
See
the
at that point.
windows.
And then if we got back, it had
we
rained.
took some pictures with the big merino,
Mate, what? You just moved on. I'm talking about this raining story.
and then we got back and it had rained.
No, or was it that? Oh, was it to Goulburn? I thought it was on the
yeah.
walk.
No, we went to Goulburn.
Yeah, to Goulburn.
And it rained
Got
while
back
we were in
and it was
Goulburn.
flooded. Like we had to get a bucket to scoot the water out.
I didn't have a problem with that because I
it
left all
was-
my stuff in the
We
car.
were on a hill.
and I didn't.
All the water went into my...
Yeah, but I didn't put my bag or I didn't put anything in the tent. Everything I had was in the
That
car.
was all a plan.
What's a camp without...
So
a
just
little
had
bit
you.
of-
But yeah,
What's a camp without a couple of
I
mishaps?
don't even remember that because I did the exact same thing at Year 10 camp.
Have we had any mishaps thus far?
Well, I brought
Okay.
a broken chair.
What a broken chair, like... fucking
I
idiot.
fucking murked myself a couple of times.
He fell down a...
Obviously, you
just
can't
out of
see
view.
this, but there's a very steep hill that we climbed up last night
Shit.
just to get a lovely view. It was a good view, to be fair.
Yeah.
But on the way up, I fell down twice, and that's why I've got...
You scratched all up your thigh 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, also...
You're very
On a
injury prone.
dangerous-
exercise.
Workout.
It's a nice angle.
This might get demonetized, but we're doing some exercise, and then Goosey like flung me, and then it hit my legs. I don't know, you probably can't see it.
Tough
but-
guy.
Bungonia. Bungonia.
Jake will cut some pictures in of all those events for you.
No, I won't.
Post. So you'll
It's
see
so
them
annoying when I have to do
on
that.
your screen
I've
now.
just shuffled through and go, oh yeah, I gotta add stuff here. So Bungonia last year we stayed 2 nights, 3 days. We went for a walk. We came up with the lookout. I don't know if we want to really delve into that. It was an exceptional banner.
What was it? Oh, right, yeah, no.
There's a bunch of lookouts along the walk, and we said if you look out when you're not at a lookout, they're gonna come for you.
Wasn't even good there. No.
Quickly,
yesterday.
quickly moving on.
You told that like a joke, and I didn't.
Yeah, it wasn't that funny, to be honest.
I think that was all blotted from my memory. That whole trip for some reason.
Yeah, I mean it was a while ago. We had to when we were on the walk. Goosey had drunk a little bit, so we had to.
Oh, we were leading him through.
Yeah, we had one man in front of him, one man behind him, leading him through, keeping him safe. And you felt safe, didn't you?
I felt.
It was a long walk, 3-hour walk.
It was a long walk. There was an echidna.
Oh, we saw an echidna.
There was a wombat.
Was there a wombat?
There was a big hole in the ground.
Amazing, got the best memory. Oh, and there was a cave as well.
There was, yeah. It was
Bungonia Caves, believe it or not. But this year we've come to Wombian Caves, which is further than Bungonia. Same
your house.
Same general area.
Yeah, just out
west.
Yeah, but not that far, like before Canberra. But it's cool.
But near Goulburn,
and it's like
everything's around Goulburn.
completely empty, which is good. I feel weird about around people.
Podcasting right now with tents either side of us.
Yeah, but it's like weird because like I don't know, I get weird vibe. I feel like there's people that camp like 6 months of the year. There's like
Yeah, but they've got a
like
setup.
With that, just like a setup with like that thing on their car and stuff. We're in like camper vans, like that weird. Give me weird. That movie that came out recently, The Nomad.
Yeah, mate.
Had a bunch of people doing that. I never watched it, but it's
Romeo and Juliet.
it's too weird a vibe. Too weird a vibe for me. Like,
What
like,
a film. What a film.
and when you play music, I feel like everyone hates you, which is sort of fair enough. People come out to get in the bush and they
Well,
just
we're
hear,
a very
like,
good distance away
hear,
from
like
everyone.
Melby shitty music. Yeah, but it's fine.
We got our own little creek, which we did a walk on today.
Yeah.
Which was fun. I don't know. Got a bit wet. Tom fucking took an L.
Yeah, I was
Mr.
climbing,
Cocky
yeah.
wanted to go a different way to Goose.
I was climbing on this log and the log gave way and fell into the.
Wait, went all the way up to here. It's dry now though.
Yeah.
Or are they different shorts?
No, same shorts.
Oh, there you go. Not the worst then.
I survived. I don't have any cuts
Also,
like
it
you.
ends well.
As they bloody say. They do say that actually.
Do you guys camp often since you're from this like working class
Yeah, I
background?
camp pretty-
you're saying?
I was a scout, so I camped with
Oh,
scouts,
alright.
but not.
We've heard it
never-
enough,
I've-
mate. We've
I
heard it
don't know
enough.
if I've ever camped with my family.
I went to a Cub Scout.
Yeah, he doesn't call it camping, mate, because he just goes out into the wilderness with his bare fucking hands and he
I do survivalism, not much.
makes shelter, catches his own food. See, that's why he keeps going up to the kangaroos. He's just so used to grabbing one by the neck, cooking her over.
Yeah, I did Cubs. I never did Scouts.
Yeah.
And it was
Cubs.
like
Cubs
Cubs
is
itself
sick.
actually slapped
Yeah.
because like you just like play games all the time and stuff. All the actual like there's like this weird like seemingly religious element where you like read Animal Farm. Not Animal Farm.
Okay, that will do.
It's not, you
our
definitely
best.
don't read Animal Farm. You read Animal Book, Jungle Book.
Yeah, and everyone there's Baloo
Like the Bible and it's-
Bagheera are the
Yeah.
like the leaders of the group, and they you all have
And
to
you
do
all
this
up with your
Jungle Book
stuff.
themed chant.
Yeah, but
It's sick.
I
What
never.
the fuck is going on?
I
Funny
stayed.
because Rudyard Kipling, we're all
Did you get any badges?
worshipping it.
Did you get
I got so many
proficiencies
badges.
or whatever they call it?
I got a few. We were like the chillest, the Mount Kembla Cub group and Scout group. We just fucked around, had a good time. So we
yeah.
weren't too into the whole Scout aspect of it. You know, we
I was
just
like,
played Spotlight.
yeah, that was the best. That's all we did at mine. Oh, and I had this winter moment where there's this massive tree right next to my place. Actually, it's such a shit story. But I was such.
It was so good.
Fill in,
We went-
just fill in the blanks.
Yeah, guys, you know what happened. You know what you did.
We went to.
Comment down below what you think Thomas did with the big tree.
But I went to one Cubs camp. So it was another camping experience, and it was so weird. It was like everyone was like so serious. I was like 8, and I was just so intimidating the whole time. And my dad came there, and he's like, "Oh, it's just gonna be like chill with a couple dads that he was friends with." And I'm like, "We're just gonna have like a chill time." They worked the whole time. They didn't have any staff there. They was just dads. So we would cook like he'd work like 10-hour days, and they like ran off to go to like a nearby pub because they didn't get any break. And they didn't see their kids at all the whole time. They were just sitting there grinding and like cooking dinner for everyone and cleaning up after everyone and stuff. And
I've always stood by the fact that I think that Cubs are for socially inept kids, like the fucking outcasts of society. Because you don't ever catch a popular kid going to Cubs.
Do Cubs.
He'll be watching this as well. Always, a Lank reference creeps in. It always hurts his feelings when you're on. Lank, we love you, okay? It's just a reference to Millie Boss calling him a socially inept man. Great friend of the podcast, though. But yeah, you don't catch, like, I mean, personally, I know because I didn't go to Cubs, so you don't catch a popular cool kid going to.
Yeah, it's weird.
No, they're
'Cause I-
popular cool kids at Cubs.
Yeah, sure, mate.
It feels like a church crew vibe.
I like my badges.
It's not like
Oh,
a
back
church
here,
group.
oh, Baloo, come here.
You gotta do like a
Have you
little
stopped
fucking.
doing that
You gotta
in
do like a
Scouts?
chant shit at the start.
Yeah.
You have to take a pledge.
Akira, We'll do our best.
We'll do our best.
Yeah, and
Sick.
yeah, I hate that shit. And the highlight of the Cub Scout was we used to all jump between the top bunks, and then one kid did and broke.
Must be nice, mate, having a bunk bed
Yeah,
for your fucking
bunking.
camps.
He like
Damn,
slapped
damn.
his leg.
Jeez
He
Louise,
slapped
mate,
his
that's
leg in
Must be
three.
nice.
Silver spoon
Goosey had to
Cubs.
go out there with his bare hands. You know, none of the Cubs were either there. They just dropped him in the middle of the nowhere, blindfolded.
We built the bunks on our camp. We came out there. They just gave us an axe as an 8-year-old. Said go for your life. But yeah, kid snapped his leg like completely in half, jumping between the things.
We kicked a
and
door
got
down.
hospital ambulance off.
Yeah, weirdos, mate. No
Oh, yeah,
athleticism
they
about
actually
them.
weird. I mean, you would be dead if you were at that camp, mate.
Was I?
The amount of
mate,
bunk
fucking-
jumping we did when you just walk up a hill and you fall over 4 times.
Yeah,
Oh,
oh,
yeah,
shut
it's
up.
gonna
Shut
No,
up,
we can't
yeah.
even do a single pull-up. Is what we.
No, I
just
can do it.
started.
No, lucky the mic was far away from his mouth. No one heard that.
Man, we can't do
I'll
a
cut this part.
single pull-up.
I'll cut it. But yeah. So, what else have we done to this camp? Creek Walk.
This camp,
We got here, set up the tent. Amazing speed.
we went to Tarauga
Just then,
just then.
which was nice. Tarauga's a little small township of how many people?
Historic.
How many people?
400 and something people, I believe.
Yeah, so very small.
Yeah.
General store going out of business, sadly. Which I thought it'd be popping.
It's a nice spot. I like the little general stores where you can just get whatever. There's like a mix of everything.
That lady was nice as well.
Yeah, so good spot.
We did a bit of parking, not parking the car. I mean going to a
Parkouring.
park.
Oh yeah, yeah. We haven't done that. It's been pretty chill. So, we did the cave stuff too.
Oh yeah, we went
to
in
the
the
cave.
Wombian cave.
20 bucks per person is barely worth it.
Oi,
Oi, mate.
allegedly. Yeah,
don't
in
slag him off.
in Goose's honest opinion, it's not worth it.
There's a dude over there, mate, on the right arm. I wouldn't
I
talk too
hope you
loud.
didn't hear.
He's actually
He'll
listening to this
come
podcast
charging.
live, mate. He'll come for you. So, but that was alright. I mean, the caves are cool.
Yeah.
We needed helmet. We needed a fucking helmet, to be fair.
I wish
We had a bit of an argument beforehand because I said bring helmets because we're going caving. Fair enough.
Laughed
Of
out,
course.
Not fair
laughed
enough.
out of the room.
course.
On what planet is that fair enough?
And we
It's
went into the
walking
Wombian
through
cave,
these
and guess who
giant
knocked his head but didn't want to say
chambers?
anything? Okay? I grazed the top of my head, mate.
Oh,
Should have
Why
had
would you
helmet
say
on.
something? That would win your point.
Yeah, but I would look like an idiot for grazing the top of my head when you guys didn't.
You didn't need to do anything else.
Yeah, you guys didn't need a helmet.
I
I
can see why
don't.
you want a helmet. You need knee pads to walk up a hill.
Yeah, that's why I wanted a helmet. I was like, are we doing anything at all that requires? But I didn't take an L in the river. That's the difference between me and you. What was dinner?
That was environment.
Dinner was pizza.
Oh yeah.
Dinner with some
'Cause
Zars.
I was gonna cook all
pizza
this
pies.
food for us to bring and like.
They should buy their pies from me.
It's such a bad reference.
Good ref, mate. Everyone will get that.
Everyone,
Let's cut that.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
getting
in the
cut.
podcast. Anyway.
Yes, you do. We were listening to the song.
surely we just
We'll
film
sell it
like.
for
the
35.
Hobo-
Surely we just
Jones.
film like way longer than we need because we can cut
Hobo
about
Brown.
3/4 of these stories. Thus
I mean,
far,
why
mate.
not? I mean, at this point,
Just
fuck
give
it.
you more editing job.
Run the car out of petrol.
Yeah,
while
we've
we're
got,
at
we've got a lot of B-roll for you to add into the.
it. Yeah, I'll put some photos in now. No.
But you haven't even hit us up with a camping story after you went on about how good a camper you
Oh
are.
yeah, I used to go to Pretty Beach, which is down the coast.
How is it?
Pretty beach actually. No, it's a good beach. Used to go with a couple of friends. Well, I don't know. I can just tell a cringe story.
Yeah, go on.
We were like playing around and we're like doing imagination. I was too old for it. I was probably about 12 as well, 12, 13.
Imagination.
Like imagination games, where it's like just pretend I'm. That's the line that you always say. Just pretend I'm doing this thing, or just pretend I'm this person.
Oh yeah.
I made up a character called Super Segway Steven. And he was very flamboyant. Super Segway Steven. And then I was riding around on my metaphorical Segway. I think I was actually acted as a vehicle for a deeper meaning, if you will,
Yeah. Okay.
about accepting homosexuality in society. Because everyone was so nice to me.
With a Segway.
Segway, yeah, no, you wouldn't get it.
Wait, what? And then what
Cut
happened?
that,
Is
cut
that the
that
story?
shit.
That's the story.
You were
Fucking
Super
atrocious.
Segway
Cut that
Steven.
shit out.
Cut that shit out.
Oh, I've got this great story. That one said I was Super Segway
Shut up.
Steven. And that's it.
Year 7 camp.
I went on a road.
That's a camp.
I went on a road trip.
Oh, road
Does
trip.
that count?
Give me the road trip. Go on.
Well, we were going to a place. I don't know what it's called. We'll say it's called like Marlborough, which it wasn't, and it was like northern Victoria, or like it was like a couple hours from Melbourne, north of Melbourne. So me and Ploppy, my grandpa, were like, yeah, we'll go on a road trip down there. And Ploppy's like, I got heaps of family in Marlborough. We'll stay with them the whole time. Once we get down there, we won't need to buy a single...
Don't turn it off.
I've turned it
we
off.
won't need to buy a single bit of accommodation.
Does that do anything?
Yes, it doesn't.
Does it mean it's not recording
his
anymore?
attention span's too long for this. Halfway through any story. But anyway,
I think it's been going up every time, so just make sure you keep it on, okay?
Okay.
we'll go on to Marlborough. And we go all the way down to Marlborough, and Ploppy's like, okay, now we've just got to find some beer. We've just got to find some of my family here. I'm like, sweet. He asked, like, we went to this little Chinese restaurant, and he asked the owner, like, you lived here long? Like, yeah, we lived here for ages.
The fuck, bro?
Mind
Oh,
you,
don't
bro.
fucking drop that. Oh, you
I'm getting
fucking
attacked by
birds. Keep talking. Fuck off.
But yeah, we got all the way to Marlborough, and Ploppy's like, where is... wait, do you know... Sorry, fuck me. I got distracted by the birds. He's like, do you know anyone from any Beale people here? Do you know any Beale families? I've never heard that last name before here ever. So I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, wait a minute. Did you say we're in Marlborough? I'm like, yeah. And the girl was like, yeah, we're in Marlborough, right? And Ploppy's like, oh shit, we're meant to be in Marville. so we drove all the way down here. We planned this for like a week. He pointed out on the map where we're meant to go, where his family is where he used to live. He's like, okay, we're in the wrong spot.
What'd you end up doing?
Well, we looked up Marville, and it was in Melbourne. So we're like, here's a Melbourne suburb. So we're like, we'll head that way. We head a little bit that way. And he's like, wait a minute. It's definitely not in Melbourne. I would remember it was in Melbourne City. And turns out the whole time we weren't going to Marlborough. We're going to Marville Farm, which was a property in Albury in, like, New South Wales. So we were a long way off. So we just gave up on the plan of staying with family. Stayed at like a shitty little hotel. And
Oh,
then
very cute. You
came
and
back
Poppy?
up, yeah. And then we were coming back home.
As is commonly known.
And this is a very reminiscent of our lack of petrol problem here. A little while ago, I just asked to fill up in petrol in Goulburn, and they said, no, we don't need to. And now we're probably going to be stuck down here because we don't have any petrol.
Yeah,
But me and Ploppy, we had 75 kilometres. We passed on, said 75 k's to Canberra. And then my petrol light flicks on that says 60 k's left till you're out of petrol. So I was fucking shitting. I was shitting bricks because Ploppy was like, if we run out of petrol, you're going to have to hitchhike into town, buy a jerry can worth of petrol, and then turn around and come back. So we went the whole way. But lucky, we managed to survive it, but I'm not sure how. Like, we were just counting the kilometres. There were signs the whole way, how far to Canberra. It was literally a dead straight line, no towns in the way at all. And we'll just like ride in the hills, like you accelerate a little bit on up and then go down, not touch the brake on the way down. Yeah, we went from going like 110 the whole way, and there was like these girls behind us, these random people that we didn't know, but they were behind us at the start, and we took off and we're like kilometres and kilometres in front of them, and then we slowed down and we were going like 70 or 60, and they caught all the way up to us after we overtook them. But yeah, it's a struggle, but
We're gonna have that. You're gonna have to
up
put it
that
in
hill.
neutral
yeah,
all the
we
way
were
down.
actually. I'm actually a beast today. It's not safe though to go neutral because if you have
Is
to,
it not? I always do it.
yeah, but if you got to like move, the acceleration gives you like all your ability.
Yeah,
to
I
move.
go in neutral down my hill.
Oh yeah,
And
that
I end up
works.
going
so
like
well for
100
you.
k's an hour down the bottom, but now it's... I've been
I do it on Mount Terry,
rampaging.
which is
with
like
the
straight
speed
downhill to the
cameras.
petrol station, but it's a little bit sketchy because you don't really have any control. But yeah, other than that one road trip, and I probably camped when I was little, but nothing
Nothing to remember.
significant.
But we do have other camping stories, as we have been to high school. Year 7 camp.
I never went on camp with any of you.
Why not?
so-
I mean, yeah, not with us.
What do you mean? Why
Wait,
not?
year 12.
Fucking-
Did we have a year 12 camp?
No.
Did you go on a camp in Germany? Did you have a
Yeah, I
year
did.
Camp?
I didn't have a school camp, but I went on a camp with a couple people from Berlin. We went and
Oh, so cool.
Do you speak German?
barely.
I'll give us a little.
What'd you do in Germany?
Hello.
Hello.
What'd you do in
I
Germany?
went to school.
1, 2, 3.
I went to school. I
Was
just
it an
sat.
English
I
school?
sat in school and it was German school, so I just
So
sort
you
of
went
sat
there?
there. I played on my phone. I leveled out my shark and hungry shark to like the maximum
Pretty
shark.
much what you did in Australia. Everyone else is speaking German.
But he actually understood what was going on in
Yeah.
Australia.
And I read my assigned English class was good. I read
You're
my
a beast, mate,
assigned
at that.
English text. Yeah, I did. I had to do the exam and shit, and I got like
Like,
fucking-
literally just...
What was it like?
it like really-
I got like 38 out of 40 on my English exam.
Still didn't even ace it. You're speaking the
I was
same
still
language
way
all
way
life.
better than everyone else.
Is
They
that just a
asked all these-
spelling exam? Just cat, dog?
No, it's like essay. Like you had to write an essay about Slumdog Millionaire, the book. So it was past learning English. It was
That's
about
not.
expressing thoughts
Is that even
in
an
English.
English book?
Yeah, it's written in English about India.
Oh, okay. They could have done something more like fundamentally English, something really.
I mean,
They
Really
were, the next
British.
year they were learning
Of course, Tom was
Shakespeare.
trying to-
So
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
fundamentally
that's
English.
pretty fundamental.
Interesting,
English.
Tom, that you don't want them reading an Indian book.
No, I would never. In my
Go there.
history and philosophy course. So, what are German people different to Australian people?
Yeah.
They mean angry.
They all the young people seem way older. They all
Like,
start,
more mature.
more mature. Yeah, I don't know.
Do they drink it?
They all start drinking when they're 12. And
Hold it
That
close
happens,
to you,
that
man.
happens in a
Older.
decent
They all
amount
just
of
seem
Australia
older.
too. How was
Yeah,
camping?
but-
Do they get loose enough to camp? Because like the stereotype of Germans is like they're like don't know jokes and shit, and they're like hella uptight.
No, my camping was with some pretty trendy folk. So
Trinity German
they
folk.
were breaking the German mold.
Fair
Oh,
enough,
well.
mate.
We
What's the
just,
German mold, Goose?
Like
Something to do
serious.
with between the years of 38 and 45.
I don't get that.
What?
1938 and 45.
What's the German mold? Though?
That's Nazi, isn't it?
Yeah, but what's the mold?
I don't know. Move on.
No,
Move on,
explain
cut
that
that.
joke, mate. I want to know what do you
I
mean
don't
by
know.
German mold?
Obviously, Germany hasn't always been an exceptionally led country.
So what was the mold?
I don't know. People that were into that leaders' values.
That was a that's
They've
getting cut.
generally moved
That's for
on.
sure
I
getting cut.
think I mean, they have moved on. That's good to hear. I'm very pleased with that, to be honest.
For the most part.
I
Actually,
wasn't-
our neighbours across the road, they ran some super big, like, engine testing factory business for, like, Audi and BMW and shit. They'd send all their engines there to get tested. So, like, just across the road we lived in this big industrial complex. And anyway, so this dude,
Wait, so are they Nazis?
I'm getting to the
To
story.
it. Yeah, see,
So
this is sparking
he
conversation.
was a collector of war memorabilia, and apparently he used to drive his tank up and down the street before he got told he couldn't do that. But it made international headlines that there was a big raid on his property, and they discovered these missing Nazi statues that had been missing since like the 60s, and he had these massive horses that had sat at either side of the Reichstag, which I'm pretty sure is the Parliament building.
Yeah.
And they'd just been these
Chilling in his backyard.
illegal Nazi memorabilia just in this man's
So was he a Nazi?
fucking warehouse. I think he didn't mind a little bit of it. He
It could have just been hella in the history. But it's a
could have
little
just been
bit,
super into
a little bit sus.
but
There's
Nazi
some
history
history you can be
specifically.
into. and there's some history
specifically,
you can't be into.
specifically Nazi history. I mean, that would be sick to have. Like
You don't
the,
set yourself up
the
for it.
Reichstag
Yeah,
horses
these like
outside
giant
the funny
bronze
house.
horses that like
Especially when you drive a
Hitler
tank too.
got
That's like
sculpted.
that's cool shit. That's like cool Nazi.
That's cool Nazi stuff.
It's not like lame little like
Oh, lame,
white
hateful
neo-Nazi
Nazi
people in America.
stuff.
That's like, at least they're getting really into the original core, you
And
know?
they're stolen as well, which is kind of dope.
And they're stolen.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said and they're stolen.
No,
Yeah.
they're stolen. Which is
True.
good because then it's kind
Part
of
of
acting
hustle.
against the
Yeah,
Nazis.
exactly. It's an act of defiance against the Nazis.
Good
hanging,
man.
hanging the fucking swastika on your wall is your defiance act. So what, camping in Germany better or worse than camping in Australia?
It was cool, but you know, it wasn't with the sack boys, was it?
Oh, Goose.
They drink
You flatter us.
That's good.
Wouldn't have PBs out there, mate.
They would not have had Victorian bitter out there. They would have had
They didn't.
Heineken.
No, we rented a little pedal boat because we were on a lake.
Alright,
It
we
are
are missing a pedal boat.
we
Oh,
Rented a pedal boat and just
What the fuck just happened?
our tent's falling apart. Our palatial
I'll go fix it. You
magnificent
keep going.
tent
Yeah, yeah, we-
is
Stellar
falling
combo.
apart.
That's gonna be annoying in the audio. Well, anyway,
Anyway,
year 7 camp. I was at Nowra High.
mm.
Were you able to fix it? Anyway, well, I don't know. I can't remember year 7 camp. What did we do? Just probably get beat up all the time.
Is
Slumming
Lemon
it out.
Camp was at Stanmore Tops
Oh yeah,
for us, for me, and I think
Just-
Tom.
just leave it. Stanmore Tops. Was it good?
Stanmore Tops.
Any memories? No.
Was it Stanmore Tops or Cataract? Can't remember actually.
Doesn't
It
matter.
might have been good. I can't remember.
Can't remember.
It was
Year 7
It
camp.
was
Tom?
probably Stanmore Tops.
I already told some of my year 7 camp when I was telling my life story. I went to fix that tent and made it significantly worse.
Yeah, we'll fix it up,
But
mate.
anyway,
Nothing we haven't dealt with before.
nothing
Avid
really
campers.
happened there. I just whinged last time about me not getting a room.
Yeah.
And then me being friends with Lank. Plenty of things to whinge
Not
about.
again. Poor guy. Year 8
It'd be
camp.
fine. He was just like, he's real socially inept, you know? But anyway.
Your camp was in Canberra for us. Was it for you?
Ours was in Sydney. We had the pink
Oh wait, was
Urban
yeah,
Expeditions.
that was the
Oh, yeah.
the Darling
Cockatoo Island.
That's
to Island. That's the one.
That was lit. We were in the same. We've already talked about this. We were in the same
Yeah.
pink hats.
Pinky poof.
Yeah, we came second.
We did not because our guy forgot to give in
We
our.
came last. We came dead last.
He didn't give in our scavenger results.
He was a champ though. His name was Jake too.
Yeah. Runs
time.
in the name. That's not a saying.
Good time. You know, camp. Nothing.
What happened?
We've been through a lot of these. We've got to hear Goose's experience because we've got
Yeah.
Well, 9
as well.
camp was Canberra,
Yeah.
and we watched
Snow? No.
Wait,
no
did you go to
snow.
Dubbo?
No, that was the year above.
Yeah,
us.
Toby's you went to Dubbo instead of Canberra.
Shithole, mate.
I mean, Canberra's
Canberra's a shithole.
But Dub Vegas is
They have a
like-
zoo at
I don't
Dubbo,
think
but
it
they have
was Dubbo.
Questacon in Canberra, so.
They've probably got a zoo. They've definitely got a national zoo in Canberra too.
Oh, just go to Parliament House. Bunch of animals,
Fucking
mate.
great,
The bloody
man.
pollies. Corruption
Those
right
bloody
through that
pollies.
building. Bit of political satire for you. That's kind of why you listen to the Under Sevens podcast.
I've gone everywhere. Anti-Nazi, pro-Nazi, anti.
Covering all the
What-
bases.
There was a homosexual discussion in there. Oh man, it's
Wow.
good.
Yeah, call back to that great story.
Wait, do you want me to resell it?
I'm gonna have to cut that part too
That's-
because we're not including the Stevens segue shit.
No, it's getting included. That's the
Yes,
most
it definitely does, mate.
Goose. Stop. No. 'cause
He literally doesn't have the attention.
I actually have
span
to cut
do
that.
this
I
at
actually
all.
have to cut that.
Don't cut that shit, bro. Leave it in.
That's gonna be so bad. To
That's
listen
so
to.
annoying.
Alright, I reckon Goose is the tension's not on him enough. So just ask him shit. 'cause
Goosey,
he can't
What
pay
did you do
attention
in
to others.
Canberra?
We watched The Martian in cinema because it had just come
Cinema.
out with what's his name, Matt Damon,
Yeah.
and it's a pretty good movie.
When did we go to the snow? Yes.
Canberra.
Did you go to the snow?
No.
We did. I got sunburnt.
Oh, sunburn.
Oh yeah,
Snow
you can.
when-
I went sunburnt.
Don't bounces back off the
I went
snow.
in jeans.
No,
I was wearing
snow's
these.
cold, so you can't.
I was
get
wearing these shitty
sunburned.
shoes
True.
that had like holes in them.
Some frozen.
Oh, we're on it. Sorry, Tommy. Sorry, Tommy.
Not worth saying anymore.
What? No, you had jeans on, did you?
Yeah, I just
That's
got,
crazy.
I just got a fat cold because I went barefoot in the snow.
Fuck, did you do that? Did you
I
get
don't
frostbite?
No.
Yeah.
Frostbite.
You didn't get affected
Oh,
by
mate.
that, mate.
No, I wouldn't.
It wasn't even. I don't really like the snow. I can't ski.
Neither can I.
Speaking of skiing.
Learn
Toboggan's
to
like the best
ski,
shit to
ski.
do. Oh, here we go. Perfect segue to
Actually,
Goose.
Perfect
If you
segue.
wanted to learn to ski, I know someone who might be exceptional at teaching you.
Who? Yeah. What's their name?
Me, as I am a qualified ski instructor.
Yeah. Because Goosey said he's gonna do the unique thing. He's not gonna go to uni and he's gonna go be a ski instructor
Yeah,
in
bro.
Japan. I've never heard it been done before, actually. This one's mine.
How's Japan?
It was pretty good. Everyone froths Japan, but it's the most depressing fucking country. I would hate to be Japanese. Honestly.
fucking spider, bro?
Don't cut this. Leave this in.
That was on my esky before. Bro, it's a fucking spider. Who cares?
Oh,
Do you want to swap?
Shocked me. No, it's fine.
You want to swap?
Fucking hell.
I had a dream last night.
Oh, no,
Oh,
bro.
I had a dream last night that there was this hole next to our tent and a spider. It was like a big daddy long legs thing came out. It was like
Edge of my seat shit here.
Angus's dreams.
Don't, why would you?
it was like
Why?
my foot in my hand. That was like its leg span. It was huge.
It's a day long legs. They're not. They
Yeah,
can't
but
do
it wasn't
anything.
that scary. But it was just
Exceptional.
relevant to the goings
Angus's
on.
Awesome, mate. Yeah,
dreams.
go on.
Angus's dreams.
Come on about your Japan story.
Yeah, no, any
Why-
more dreams
Um,
about
No, why
Japan.
is Japan grim as
Anyway,
shit?
grim as shit. It's ugly. Everything's completely utilitarian. There's no, in the cities at least, there's no effort made to make anything look nice. Everyone
What
lives
did
in
you talk
tiny
about?
little one-room concrete apartments.
Actually, not that. Nothing's there.
What's utilitarian?
Nothing's there for aesthetics. It's all there for everything.
Oh, as
has a
if.
use.
I feel like Japan.
Everything's
The
functional.
way you get portrayed is like they've got.
No,
the,
you go to Tokyo, everything is just like a 5-story, tiny little ugly concrete block. That's literally as far
It's
as
not like
the eye
neon
can
lights
see.
everywhere in Tokyo.
There's some, but they're attached to ugly buildings, and they're all about like hate sexy rabbit women and all the horny Japanese dudes who.
You've sold me, mate.
Well,
Why would you not want to live there?
Oh, no, we're gonna do a podcast in Japan.
And also
Next
just
week.
the culture, like the work culture. You're expected to work
Yeah, that's cool.
massive hours for like no pay, and yeah, it just is shit
Just
to
is
live
shit.
there.
Oh,
Do you like
shit.
sushi?
I do. I
got
like some
rubbish.
sushi. I don't like sashimi, really.
Don't do that.
You can still hear me too.
See, we're very environmentally conscious here. Also, you're gonna hear Tom this whole time. Oh, this is not going to shit, is it?
I
No,
was
it's good.
breathing real heavy into the mic, so people wouldn't forget.
I have to
still
cut
here, mate.
Goose doing this.
No, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, no.
Wait, what? Were the Japanese people cool, but? Not really.
They're cool
Other
on the
than, like,
surface because
depressing
it's
lifestyle.
ingrained in their culture to be as polite as possible. So everyone's just completely fake to you. You don't know how anyone actually feels because they have to be polite to you because that's just their culture.
Did you speak much Japanese?
No, I didn't have to. I was in like a English
Oh,
speaking.
Classic Goose.
really does follow the pattern of.
He goes
Going
for
overseas
long periods
and
of
only
time to
talking
different
English
countries,
people.
and then just hopes that please talk
Yeah,
English,
it's
please talk
like,
English.
like all these kids in England came from Hong Kong, and they're all just like English kids that went to English schools. They don't speak Cantonese at all. What's the point of being in Hong Kong if you're just going to go to an English school, speak English, and
Yeah.
they only had white friends? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing there?
What would you do if you went to Hong Kong?
What would I do,
Emancipate it.
mate?
I'm built different. I would emancipate Hong Kong.
I thought Japan was cool. That shocked me a bit. I know, like,
Sort of cool.
can't you get like beer from a vending machine, but
You can get incredibly cheap
What's the good cheap
Alcohol.
drink you were talking about?
strongs. I mean, good is debatable. You can get a strong, and it's very strong. It's
Oh, it's called a
soju.
strong.
It's called a strong. Yeah,
alright.
it's soju. It's
Sold me.
basically like a big can of soft drink, but it's like $1.20 for like a big can, and it's like 3 standards.
Oh,
Low key, like, you sort of need that if you
And
live
it
if
doesn't taste like
If
alcohol
you're
at all.
working like 80-hour work weeks, you want to
Definitely need
get
that.
drunk quick. You only got
and you're
15
only earning $1.20 an hour.
Only got an hour off a night. I feel like it's not sweatshop level. It's just like hyper capitalism.
Yeah, it is.
Bit fucked.
Do you like anime?
I've watched some anime from time to time. I've actually been watching Cowboy Bebop recently.
Oh, tell us about that.
Sort of.
Give us your 20-second review.
20-second review. It's just like jazz dudes in space. Basically, they're
That
bounty
actually
hunters.
does sound genuinely cool.
Jazz dudes in space.
I was gonna shit on
I
what
like
you
that.
said, but that sort of won me over a little bit.
Rating?
It's pretty good. Out of hell yeah. Is the top rating. It's a pretty good out of a
Pretty
possible
good out of
hell
a possible
yeah.
hell yeah. What's the bottom end of that scale, Goose?
Fuck no, bro.
Fuck no. Hell yes and fuck no. It is
What are
pretty
we
good.
talking about? Skiing.
Skiing.
We're talking about Japan for whatever reason.
Maybe
You went
can't
from skiing
ski.
to Japan. Wait,
Yeah.
so Japan all in all grim, but did you
Grim.
like it there?
Yeah, I had a good time. Just sort of a shithole.
Wait, weren't you a teacher there?
TBH. I was an instructor
How are you doing that when you didn't speak Japanese?
because
They're
all the
white people.
clients were English speaking.
Clients, bro. Why do you make that sound so fancy? You're not sitting down at a business meeting, you're just teaching an 8-year-old.
They're
They're
all
skiers.
loaded Hong Kong people.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah.
like white Hong Kong people.
Because the lessons were super expensive, so everyone was
Oh, okay.
paying it.
You gotta pay for the best,
Decent.
mate.
That's
Yeah,
why I can't
exactly.
ski, because it's too expensive.
Yeah, they pay for the
I can't
best, and
ski
they get me, and
I did.
my heart wasn't in it. I'd be hungover. Big night of karaoke beforehand. I was like, let's just fucking go sit in King Bell. That was the restaurant. And we sat in King Bell for like 2 hours.
We're instructed. There you go. You can
I
ski.
did skiing when I was like 8. Instruction. It sucked, bro. So bad.
So
The
hard.
highlight was literally like watching Pocahontas and having hot chocolate when it was all
Yeah, the
done.
hot chocolate's always the highlight.
Like that was. It just sucks. Toboggans are like years better. It's unpopular opinion. Everyone's like ski ball or snowboard. Toboggans like hit the spot on a good day.
Yeah, on a little
Good
slope.
day on the hills.
When you're like
Yeah,
me and
you-
Thomas.
Obviously, you can say that if you've never properly skied or
All
snowboarded.
right, big dog.
Oh, all
I
right.
just said I
It's a
had to
different feeling, is it?
But
You just don't get
tobogganing-
it.
tobogganing, you're very limited in where you can go.
Is it like surfboarding or skateboarding?
Snowboarding's like surfboarding.
Do you
or
know how to surf?
skateboarding. I don't know how to do any.
Do you know
of
how
the
to
three.
snowboard?
I've no. I've
Alright, what's skiing like? Rollerblading?
Skiing's like nothing else.
Like
You
water
feel
skiing,
the-
but
feel
on
the-
snow.
Yes, like water skiing actually. I've never been water skiing, but
It would be like that.
But
I
even
guess.
water
sure.
skiing, better off on like a toboggan thing than you are, or a donut or something.
donut, yeah.
Exactly.
I can't water ski either, so
Yeah, neither can I. There's
anything
not
with
great
two
examples.
sticks in my feet.
Not
No,
great.
no.
You don't have sticks on a water ski, do you?
Like ski. I was gonna.
Alright, sorry, bro.
Like
Not on your
planks,
wavelength.
maybe.
Yeah, no, yeah, right.
Sorry,
Right,
guys.
right, right.
My apologies.
Yeah, snow's bit.
Year 10. No, year 9 camp. So year 9 camp was Canberra snow, henceforth.
Yeah. Year 10.
I got on the karaoke in year 9. Can you stop fucking tapping it? No, yeah, I saw it on the fucking thing. No, because that's so annoying. Oh god.
Just give Melby more work. So what karaoke at year 10? What?
We did karaoke in the thing, and I did Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up because I thought it was funny.
Did you make that
That's
up?
pretty funny.
I swear I didn't do that.
Maybe you didn't because you're too cool.
Yeah, I was quite
karaoke
cool.
in Japan.
Oh, the weirdest part
bring it
was
back to me.
Yeah, mate. go
Karaoke
on.
in Japan was sick. Anyway,
Yeah,
back
right,
to
Tom.
you.
I was just gonna do a really irrelevant story. Highlight of the year 9 camp was the teacher came up behind me and I barely knew him, Mr. Black. I'll give you a demo, and he's like,
Oh, you won't be able to see it.
"Hello, boys." And he did this. Hello, Tommy. How we going? And I was like, "This is like a real serious, real cool, but real serious maths teacher."
Yeah.
Who I didn't know well enough for him to play my ear, and I was like, "Bro, what is
Nice
going
feeling,
on?"
though.
But yeah, that's
Like when Ali used to play with your earlobes. He said,
you had a special relationship with Ali.
he
I
said
think, mate.
give me some gush. He said, give me gush. And he goes,
Holy shit, I remember that.
Yeah.
He used to, yeah, I didn't
and that
remember
felt so good.
Oh, you like short,
Yeah,
the
sure.
short
yeah,
dude.
from Persia.
short Persian
yeah, Persia.
individual.
Told me it's Persian.
Former Persia.
Whatever, what's current?
Iran.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said it's
Iran.
Persian. Persian sounds cool.
Yeah, because they don't say Iranian, they say Persian. Yeah. 3 white guys talking
when he
about
told
the
me
Middle East.
Iran, mate.
Anyway, my opinion on the Middle East
Is
is
Let's not get into that,
fucked,
mate.
bro.
don't get
Let's talk
into
about the Taliban again.
No, let's not do that. Year 10, we went to we went to Greenwell Point.
Green patch,
Plantation
green
Point?
patch,
You're
green
making this
patch,
up,
green
bro.
patch.
Green Patch.
Oh, green pad, like
Which
the
is like
beach.
20 minutes from my house.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They wanted me to come up to Wollongong to then to get a
What
bus
they want you to do,
down.
Munga?
Huh?
What?
Come.
Anyway.
Come. That's good. That's good. That's why we have them on.
I was,
I remember a lot of stories from year
that
10.
was real annoying there. Year 10, it was raining a lot.
Yeah, this is the same fucking shit.
And
Different
I
day.
got pissed off that it was raining. Everyone was like, "This camp's ruined because of the rain." I was like, "Fuck you lot! Come and dance in the rain. It's fun." I was being real annoying.
Didn't you ruin
and
their
then-
tent?
Oh yeah, same thing happened as what the story told before.
Just air it out, lads.
Went to the beach. I decided to air out the tent. Yet again, I put my stuff in a different tent, so it didn't get wet. Fucked everyone else over. We had 3 tents between 6 of us, which is way too many.
Yeah.
So we had one which we called the shag bag, which was like a little hookup spot
There
for,
you go, kiss
for,
your
for
girl.
the couples. But that was the shag bag was the one I flooded. So it was a blow up air mattress floating in a puddle in there, and it was like a few different couples went into the old shag bag, like Jack and
Can you
Amy.
Stop doing that.
Um,
I saw it on the thing.
Jack there, like Aiden and then the worst one was Jack and Amy decided to transform the tent me and Callum were staying in into a shag bag as well. So we had 2 shag bags.
It already was a shag bag if you and Cal were in
one
there.
tent that they didn't let us in. So we had 3 tents between 6 of us, and me and Callum were still left outside in the rain. So I decided.
Callum slept in our tent.
Oh well, Callum went and slept in your tent. It was me outside in the rain. So I opened up all the windows from the outside of the tent. People were in, and then
Rained him in.
they got soaked. And then I just had to go lay. Callum was with me for a bit. We just laid in the tent where Jackson and his girlfriend, another friend of ours, and his girlfriend were like making out next to us, and it was the most uncomfortable thing in the world. I was just laying there, but
I got excluded, so I wasn't there on the.
Unlike you,
I wasn't there on the day we chose.
he literally doesn't have the attention span.
Mate,
for
it
this.
doesn't fucking give.
Not
This is
even-
a very important
Not
podcast,
even
Goose.
close. I'll swap to his din. It looks better.
Yeah, true. Get in there. And you can pick that up.
Yeah.
So I wasn't there the day we chose who was going to be in each tent, and the numbers added up that me and Maxwell Taylor got left out because I wasn't there, but Maxwell Taylor was there. So poor guy.
Oh, that's
So
rough. That's so rough.
And
You had a money tent, but it was like a massive one.
So then I bought, because I live 20 minutes away, I bought this huge 10-man tent, so all of us got to stay in the same tent.
I wasn't allowed in.
Yeah, because we hate you. But we had like 3 people on one side, 3 people on the other side, and then Cal slept at our feet because we had like this one. We had all the mattresses.
Yeah.
lined up. He slept at our feet.
God, that's grim.
I
I don't even know where I slept. I don't think I slept anywhere. But yeah,
we had some late night shenanigans, like walks on the beach and stuff.
just talking to the speaker of that, mate.
The bottom of that.
Okay.
Wait, give me a look. Let me see
Okay,
if it's still
okay.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that was a cool camp, but
Yeah, I liked it. There's some stuff I can't speak of.
Like what?
group orgies.
Group orgies.
Tent. That's what I walked
Hookers.
into. That's what I walked into.
Strippers.
Oh,
The
and
lot.
then for some reason we had a camp-wide discussion. Everyone was yelling out one of our mates has a cheesy dick.
Oh yeah, I remember that. John.
Yeah, like people
friend.
we never talked to were yelling about John's cheesy cock.
Poor guy. Was it cheesy?
I didn't see it personally. It wouldn't shock me.
Speaking of cheesy dicks,
Were we?
Goose. No, I'm not going to embarrass you like that.
Back in
Goose
my
has the
glory
ultimate
days.
cheesy dick.
Once upon a time.
He's not the one to saying it in public, mate. It's embarrassing.
What is it?
It's embarrassing.
Just tell him we'll cut it.
No, we're not cutting it.
No, we'll cut it, bro.
We'll cut it, Goose.
No, trust me,
Goose,
we'll
say
cut
it to
it.
the camera.
Tell us
we'll
your
cut it.
story.
Once upon a time when I was like 4, I had quite a cheesy dick.
What is that
And
the
his
whole
mum had to
story?
get a Q-tip and get the fucking cheese out top.
No, we'll cut that, bro. Don't
We'll
worry
cut
about
that,
it.
bro. We'll cut that.
We'll cut that.
Cut that. That's a good story, though.
And Jake will include a picture on the screen. I'm sorry, it's a bit close to home talking about cheesy knobs. Sorry,
mate.
brother.
We didn't mean to. We didn't mean to.
You guys, come on.
People slept on park benches. Was that you? Yeah, shit
Oh,
happened,
we had like a big another flood again, round 2. So a bunch of people slept in Obby Dog, Mr. O'Brien's van. We had this weird Mr. O'Brien who, at the time it's cool. He like wants to be friends with like the kids,
mate. Yeah,
not in like a creepy way. And like he thinks he's cool from hanging out with the cool kids in year 10.
yeah.
But then you like when you look back at it now, it's like a 45-year-old man
In your honest opinion.
thinking he's cool. Yeah, by hanging out with like 12-year-old boys. Like, bro, come on. Like to an extent, like whatever. But then like he's like a bit of a creepy.
You'd like get up
My
on.
mum went to school with him.
Was he cool?
No, she said he was a bit of a creep. Which is
Shocking.
very,
In her honest opinion as
There's
well.
a lot of
honest
genuine
opinion.
stories, but after the Miss Stokes debacle last week, which kind of I never mentioned.
What?
But
Yeah, no.
we won't talk about teachers' allegations. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but no, he's good. He was
he's a nice guy.
teacher.
And John and Georgia, my friend, and he's
Great friend of the podcast.
He
Yeah,
screamed at
and-
me, and then he got put on long service leave. 'Cause he came.
you can't be put on service leave. He just went on service
Falsely
leave.
He
taken
got
it.
he.
Yeah, he
didn't
got
get told
recommended
to,
to.
yeah.
Yeah, because he would have been fired otherwise. But
Yeah.
allegations. What do you
'Cause
yell at
I
you?
kicked a basketball at one of the little like goals that you like set up by hand, and he came out and screamed at me. He's like, "Fucking $500! You don't give a shit." He's fucking fuming.
It was
And my
fuming.
mum complained.
He was a
Must
weird
be nice.
dog. He was a cool guy,
He
but a weird
departed
dog.
the school for like
Can
6
you
months.
get me a drink, by the way, while you're over there?
Well, he at one point. No, it's not.
There's so many creepy stories.
Not
about
creepy. It wasn't even creepy. I just don't want to dwell on the poor fella. You know.
Him. Yeah,
He's a good
yeah.
guy.
Good
Does
guy,
a job.
mate. Great guy. Great guy.
Oh, careful. It's gonna be. Don't open it now.
Open it now, mate.
Oh.
Oh, lovely.
But yeah. Well, what
Year
how
11
did we get
camp.
to year 10? We didn't have one.
No.
Year 10 was the last. The big finale.
Devastating.
Yeah, actually, those camps were vibe. Just having like everyone around. Would never do something with like 100 people you know camping at once. Like it's cool shit that you don't
It's
realize.
mental though. Like it's like Lord of the Flies at some points.
Especially when the like year advisor has
Have you read
no
Lord of the Flies,
ability to
Meowby?
control people whatsoever.
I'll finish mine off.
Have you read Lord of the Flies, Meowby?
I have
Big fan of
ages
literature.
ago.
I've actually
Ages
got
ago.
I gotta go to the toilet too. It's not out of lack of attention like Goose, but I'll be back in a sec. Thanks, man.
Don't tap it, please. Honestly, it's not good for the podcast, the microphone, or anyone involved. Don't pee on the car. Yeah, it's kind of how we do it out here. We got to pee wherever we want.
In the wide open world.
I think we did better packing this time. Don't pee on the car. We did better packing this time around because we actually packed. Don't pee on the car. Oh, pee on the car.
Tom's dick and balls are completely out for those at home.
For those
can't
at
see
home.
what we're seeing. Pissed all over the front of the car.
All over. You missed it.
I got a good story about pissing on the car.
Do you?
Actually, one time.
I can't hear you. Speaking of pissing on the car.
Yeah, speaking of pissing on the car, one time I drove to my friend Callum's house, and on the way there, it was raining heaps, and I hit a pothole, and my tyre was fully gone, like died in the pothole. Didn't realise. And then that night, everyone was messing around, doing all this stupid stuff. And
Can't
I
piss
was
on your
playing. We were playing pool, and I pissed on the cue ball when I was going to the toilet. I just took the cue ball with me and put it in fun. I don't really know why. I was to fuck with Callum. And it got him really upset. I'm not sure how appropriate this story is. I don't know. No one will watch these episodes.
Yeah, that's fine.
But
Not this late. Average viewership is like 14 minutes. So.
yeah. Anyway, so then Callum was revenge when I passed out. Went to piss on my car, and he stood on my tire, which was completely flat. And he's like, "There's a video of him being like, holy shit, I'm standing on the rim right now. His tire's fully gone." And then I woke up in the morning. I was like, "I'm gonna go now." He completely forgot my tire was flat. He didn't tell me. I hopped in my car, like I was like really hungover. I had to get to class in Wollongong, and like I hopped in the car, and my wheel suddenly swung all the way left. I was like, something's wrong. I was like, is something wrong? Is this just normal, or am I just really hungover, so I don't really know what's going on right now? So I got in my head. I was like, maybe I'm just drunk and I can't really pay attention to what's happening. Drove all the way to Wollongong. My tyre completely fucked. Parked at the uni, barely made it there. I was like, okay, this tyre's completely gone, obviously. Went to class and I was like, okay, I gotta sort this out. So I went and changed my tyre, which I had to do a couple times because I've always had crap tyres. Took the tyre off, like worked hard to get it off. Put my spare wheel on. Spare wheel doesn't fit. They gave me like the wrong spare wheel. So then I had to take the spare wheel off, like walk to some random houses nearby and take some bricks off their fence. Prop my car up on bricks. Catch the bus to Meg's, my sister's apartment. Borrow her car. Go back. Pick up the tyre while my car's propped on bricks. Go. This was a hustle. It was a hustle.
The whole thing. And I'm glad we went into detail on that story.
There's a few more
actually.
steps to the story, but
have we got any plans
what
for
happened?
the rest
Yeah,
of the
go on.
camp? Back to the camping episode.
yeah, right.
Any
so
plans for the rest of the camp?
It's on the car.
It's on the
It's
car.
on the
the
car.
tyre.
Have a couple of drinks tonight. Play a couple of games because we're cool like
Games.
that. Any plans for future camps?
Future camps.
Bring 3 chairs. That are good.
Maybe. Might
Bring
help.
rope as well.
Oh yeah.
We learned.
We've had a few different things we need rope for. It's quite a handy thing to have.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, because our tap out there was just constantly on, which
Yeah,
meant
we had
that
a tap. A tap
nearly
near
flooded.
us, yeah.
Oh, not nearly.
We set up a dam and
Not nearly.
we've sorted it all out.
Did
but
flood. Our tent did flood.
It literally was floating down.
Guys,
the
it was crazy.
river.
Guys, you should see it. If it was in shot, you'd be shocked
like
right now.
Moses in the reeds, mate. It floated down the river.
Jeez Louise.
Or
Great reference
Saigon
there.
the
Great
Great,
biblical
founder of
reference
the
there.
Akkadian
Oh,
Empire, also floated down the
The
river.
only way is Scunthorpe Weekly Roundup, baby.
We've gone to that point, have we?
Can you just talk for me because I gotta connect to hotspot and such.
talk about what?
fucking-
You just led with Scunthorpe Weekly Roundup.
How much do you guys like Scunthorpe?
Yeah, lots.
Actually, never heard of it before, but now that I do know of it, I'm a
They're
devout,
a
a
random team in
diehard
like
fan.
League 4 or something of the English soccer, and they're pictures them holding a hammer. And if you've got a childish mind like Malby, it looks a little bit like it's holding a dick. So I think that's it. I think it's the podcast.
That's the
It's the podcast picture too.
Mm-hmm.
So he tells us how they go every week, and they lose every week by like 8-0.
I've watched the podcast. I know.
Oh yeah, right. No
I
one's,
mean,
I,
I
don't
know-
know why anyone would be invested in, but
They played on Halloween. I remember mentioning that in the Halloween
Did they
special.
wear
oh yeah, did watch that
ghost
one.
costumes?
Know all about that.
I said they're playing Colchester because Cole's very scary.
Oh yeah.
They lost 2-1 to Colchester, which means that they hit a bit of form. They won their first game and then they lost again. So they're still at the bottom. They're still probably going to get relegated to non-league football. That's the Scunthorpe Weekly Roundup, I guess.
You'll do anything for Halloween while we're on that note?
Yeah, guys. Comment down below. Oh, did I do anything for Halloween?
Yeah.
We're going to have...
Comment down below,
Film
though.
podcast.
If you did anything for Halloween,
I think
leave a
it's only
like,
me and you
hit
that comment
the
down below,
alarm bell,
'cause-
hit
And
the
my mum.
alarm bell,
Oh, yeah, your mum, yeah.
Dad.
I got
Subscribe.
messages on mine.
Yeah,
Wayne and Diane both said hello.
yeah. We have Goose's Halloween party coming up. It's going to be absolute
Yep.
hoop. Goose, do you have a costume planned?
Yeah.
Can you say?
Goose is going as Jessica
Confidential.
Rabbit.
Confidential.
And
I'm
I'm
going
going
as
as-
Jessica Rabbit.
I'm going as who are you going as? again?
Roger Rabbit.
Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
No, I'm going
Jessica
as
Rabbit, that hot
Aang.
rabbit.
She's not rabbit. No, that's Lola Bunny.
No,
Jessica
she's the
Rabbit's
hot
not a
one,
rabbit.
though.
Lola
Yeah,
Bunny.
but she's hot, but like the redhead.
Yeah, Jessica Rabbit.
Why aren't you Jessica Rabbit?
It's too many moving parts,
You
mate.
got red hair though.
One is I have a cock between my legs.
Yeah, but you've also got red hair. That's
Yeah.
closer than she is.
It's a male fantasy, okay?
Sorry, mate. Sorry, I won't diss the costume again.
Do not. Wait, that's too far. That's the line, mate. You've overstepped it by even mentioning it. Are you going to be coming to the Halloween party? Tom, that is.
Whose party is it?
Actually,
Chris's party.
everyone
Oh, no,
who's anyone will be there. So,
Anyone, yeah.
despite
Yeah.
the 20-man limit,
What about trick or treating? Get him on that?
No.
Oh, I hear that
I was
doesn't happen
working.
down
I
in
didn't
Narra.
work.
I've heard
I
that
was-
story.
packing.
Heard it doesn't happen down in Narra.
No,
Apparently.
it doesn't happen in
Although
now.
one time I heard Matt Melby went out in Bomaderry
As a Ghost Rider.
as a ghost.
As a
rider.
ghost
Yeah,
rider.
did you do that? What about you, Goose? You ever trick or treated?
I've trick or treated once or twice in my life. I remember because my parents are anti trick or treat because it's like
Why?
an American holiday.
Oh, right. Lots of people have that vibe.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Fair cop.
And so it was sort of a thing in Mount Kembla back in the day. It's more of a thing now that a bunch of new rich people have moved in, but it was sort of a thing. And they made me and my brother Bryn like make a whole poster presentation on Halloween, like just the holiday. So we had to print out all these photos and like type up this fucking report and present
Fun
it
To your
Family,
parents.
to my parents, and only then would they let us go trick or treating.
Love getting homework.
And I remember the report a lot more than I remember the fucking trick or treating.
Come on
So,
then. Here's
Go
some
on.
Halloween
Where did
facts.
Halloween start, mate?
I just remember there was a pagan holiday about spirits
Pagan's
or some
quite
shit.
broad though.
This was when I was like
Pagan just
10.
means not
so.
Christian, which could be anything.
Well,
I'm pagan.
you know.
Well,
Yeah. Isn't it Mexican? Isn't it Day of Dead?
Very
Rip off?
different thing.
no, mate, he knows. Do not fucking question
Sorry,
that.
mate. Sorry.
Don't even.
It's
Don't
the-
even.
Very different.
I watched the report
Harry,
later.
watch what you're saying. You tread very
Okay,
carefully.
mate, the
mate.
Halloween expert over here.
Jamboree was exactly the vibe of Halloween. Like little kids that like want to do useless shit. We Halloweened all the time. I trick or treat like every year. / made the transition to the housekeepers that have trick or treaters come to them.
You were hiding in the bin, weren't you? This week?
Oh yeah, this time. Oh, I set
No,
up this.
don't play. You can't play this.
Set up
All right,
this-
right now, Malby will lay over this video an audio file of what Tom was doing.
But yeah,
on
we hid in
Halloween.
my car. Or I hid in the bin, and then we put speakers in the bushes. Great idea. Everyone's going to trick or treat. And you put in. We had screaming sounds on our phone, and we'll play them on the speaker when kids walk past. Absolutely, we rocked the world, mate. We had about 5 groups show up over like 3 hours. We
So it's not
rocked-
that big.
We rocked them when they came. I mean, they're big groups, mate. That's
Big
about,
groups.
that's like probably half of the school. 5 groups of 10.
Oh, 50 people. That's more than Now's population,
It's a
mate.
decent chunk, mate. It's a decent chunk of people, but yeah.
Any? Did you have any Mount Kembla? Is it big in Mount Kembla? Anyone come to your door?
It was at mine.
Yeah,
no,
before then.
no one. I don't know if it. I don't think anyone came. to
Where
our
were you?
door.
Not relevant, actually. God.
In Mount Kembla, they don't come in our door. Our house is, it's like gates into.
Yeah, it's
the
too
yard,
confusing,
and
mate.
Yeah, it's too confusing.
And Ace
to
will
get
eat
into.
him up.
Ace-
Yeah, I actually hated those yards as a trick or treater. Like the ones you got to go to like a yard or gate to get to. Like,
Yeah,
think people
it's a
know
little
what the
shit.
F it
People
And
don't
our,
wanna come
our
up to my
gates are
house.
so weirdly constructed
yeah, as I was saying,
well.
in like Narrow Hill where Malby lives,
There's like kilometre between
the
each
bang for your
house.
buck is so bad.
There's
You
like
know,
I actually lives
70
in
metre driveway.
179 Stringy Bark Road.
maybe on a bike, but like,
No, but yeah, I mean, people came. That we always forget
stopped.
to get lollies every year, because no one gives a shit about it.
Mate. But yeah,
Um,
we just performed an impromptu one because we're having like a family. We had family friends over and stuff, and we were drinking a bit. So it was like,
Sorry, scare
damn, there's
some
kids
kids.
coming. Just ran out, and
scare some
that's when your best thinking comes. I think when you're like.
when you're drunk as.
No, or more just in the moment, like when you're faced with the pressure, no
Yeah.
time to plan, just go for it.
Don't ever do an assignment
And an
2 days
improved-
before. Like just do it
And
the night
I like how you said 2 days before is the long time. beforehand.
before.
But yeah, glad
I
to
can
hear
just
it.
say. Do you want me to say on that note?
We're done.
On that note, yeah, I'm happy. Do you want to finish?
How long have we been going?
About an hour, so finish the camping podcast. You happy with that?
Is there anything else we could cover? Anything else
Any
we could
fodder
touch
we
on?
could do? Favorite top 10
Snack
camping spots in COD.
in COD.
In Call of Duty camping.
Oh, hey,
I was never much of a COD man.
No, don't actually go on this as the
But
topic.
no,
I used to
I
camp in
that
Halo.
mansion. It was like that big chalet thing, big mansion thing. That was a good map, and
I used to
would
camp in
probably
Halo 1.
camp somewhere.
There was this map, an ice map. I knew this route where I could become invisible and get a flamethrower. Go chill in the spawn behind them where they spawn. Flamethrower the shit out of them when they come. Then I get the flag.
I actually think I know it.
Genuine beast at Combat Evolved Halo. But couldn't tell you about Call of Duty.
Camping?
You lead us out, mate.
Camping. Oh yeah, okay. Well, thanks everyone for listening to our camping podcast. I'm gonna do my best to cut out where Goose fucking hits the mic. That's annoying. Thanks for listening. Comment,
Surely we
like,
just
stop
filmed-
it. Comment, like, subscribe. And we'll see you next week for another
Bye,
episode.
guys.
Bye bye.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.